And finally tonight, some good news. The Department of Labor has reached a deal with Amazon that's going to prevent the corporate giant from interfering in workers' unionization's efforts. Farron Cousins joins me to talk about it. We just finished a story on this a couple of weeks ago where we saw Amazon just bottom-feeding kind of conduct, the ugliest of ugliest, where it came to union busting. So this is a positive story.
Right, and I think Amazon at this point was left with really no choice but to go ahead and agree to these terms from the NLRB. You've got the United Brotherhood of Teamsters that came out recently and said, hey, Amazon employees, we're willing to represent you. Why don't you come and be a part of this? So Amazon, with 750,000 employees here in the U.S. alone, we could be looking at a mass unionization effort if, of course, this NLRB ruling is enforced. And, that's something we always have to worry about.
That always is the problem, isn't it? That's always the problem. I mean, you can get these rulings from labor, and it can be very clear. This is the rules. You can't do these things that you did last time, Amazon. And we know what they did. They knew they were breaking the rules. They clearly understood it, but they know the statistics. If you go back for second vote, probably the corporation is going to win on the second vote.
Right, and there's no real penalty for them for interfering in the first vote anyway.
Yeah.
But, they are suffering right now. Amazon is a victim of the great resignation, which is happening for these lower wage jobs across the country. But they also see what's happening in these other sectors, right? The big John Deere strikes, the Kellogg strikes. Workers are empowered right now. And they fear that. So they're finally, I think that's part of why they agreed to this, saying, listen, we don't want what Kellogg's went through. We don't want what John Deere went through. We have to protect ourselves.
Right.
So,
save a little money on the shots to space.
Yeah.
Spend it on employees. Thank you for joining me, okay?
Thank you.
That's all for tonight. Find us on Twitter and Facebook at facebook.com/RT America's Lawyer. You can also stream us live on YouTube, and be sure to check out RT's new portable app where you can watch all your favorite shows. I'm Mike Papantonio, and this is America's Lawyer, where every week we tell you the stories that corporate media is ordered not to tell because their advertisers won't let them and because their political involvement doesn't allow for it. Have a great night.